So we now continue with the numericals. That is, now we are taking from sum number 16. So the sum number 16. Sum number 16 of gravitational law, exercise 3E, physics. A body falls from the top of a building and reaches the ground 2.5 seconds later. So it is falling from the top of a building and reaches in 2.5 seconds. How high is the building? So we have got the first thing, as the time taken is 2.5 seconds and the gravitational force is 10, of course. No, 9.8 diya. So let us take it as 9.8 meter per second square. It is thrown from the top of a building, so u will be 0 meter per second. We need to find out that how high is the building. So we need to find out h. Accordingly, we can use the formula h is equal to ut plus half gt square. So it will be 0 into 2.5 plus half into 9.8 into 2.5 into 2.5. So this will be 4.9. So it will be 4.9 into 6.25. That will be 625 into 49, 9 5 are 45, 18, 22, 54, 56, 0, 5 4s are 20, 4 2s are 8, 9, 10, and 24, 25. So this will be 52603. It will be 30.625 meters. So the height of the building is 30.625 meters, approximately 30.6 meters. That is sum number 16. Now we move on to sum number 17. So sum number 17. A ball is thrown vertically upwards with an initial velocity of 49 meter per second. Calculate the maximum height attained, the time taken by it before it reaches, before it reaches the ground again. So we have first one as the initial velocity. It is thrown vertically upwards. So we have got the value as u is equal to 49 meter per second. My v will be 0 meter per second. My g will be 9.8 meter per second square. I need to find out h. So we have v square is equal to u square minus 2gh because it's thrown vertically upwards. So 0 square is equal to 49 square minus 2 into 9.8 into h. So accordingly it will be 2 into 9.8 h is equal to 49 into 49. So h is equal to 49 into 49 into 10 upon 2 into 98. So 9.8 I am making it 10 so that it's 98 is 9.8. So this is 2 and then it is, we'll take it this way. It will be 490 upon 4, that will be 1, and then it will be 2 and 10, so again 2 and then 20.5. So 1 to 2.5 meters will be the height of that particular ball which is going upwards. The next thing is what we need to find out the time taken. So we have v is equal to u minus gt. So v was 0. 0 is equal to 49 minus 9.8 t. So 9.8 t is equal to 49. So t is equal to 49 upon 9.8 is equal to 5 seconds. So 5 seconds it needs to go upwards. 5 seconds it will need to come downwards. So total time is equal to t up plus t down is equal to 2 into 5 is equal to 10 seconds. Okay. This is time up. This what we are getting is time to go up. Now time to go down is also going to be the same. So this is also equal to t down. So therefore it will be 2 into 5 is equal to 10 seconds. That is, always remember this thing. The time taken for any body to go upwards will be the same it will reach to come down. We now move on to sum number 18. A stone is dropped freely from the top of a tower and it reaches the ground in 4 seconds. So it is released from the top of a tower. When you release a stone from the top of the tower, my initial velocity u is equal to 0 meter per second. G is given as 18 some 10 meter per second square, and the what else is given? 4 seconds. It reaches the ground. T is 4 seconds. You need to find out the height of the tower. So we have h is equal to ut plus half gt square. So 0 into 4 plus half into 10 into 4 into 4, that will give me as 80 meters. So the height of the tower will be 80 meters. Clear? Very simple. That was sum number 18. We now move on to sum number 19. A pebble is dropped freely in a well from its top. It takes 20 seconds for the pebble to reach the water surface in the well. Taking g as 10 meter per second square and the speed of the sound as 330 meter per second, find the depth of the well water surface and the time when echo is heard after the pebble is dropped. Okay, so let's understand this question first. Okay, because it's slightly different. A pebble is dropped freely into a well. So there is a well, एक पत्थर लिया, नीचे डाला. And you are trying to listen. Okay, when you are able to listen to the sound of the pebble dropping into the water. So you found that it took 20 seconds. It was a very deep thing. So you just went it counting, and after 20 seconds, you heard the sound bulk, that particular stone hit the water surface. So the time taken for the stone to reach from this point to this point was 20 seconds. And because it was freely falling, that's why we see over here that first thing, my u is equal to 0 meter per second. The time taken is 20 seconds and the g is 10 meter per second square. Got it? So first thing what I can do is I can find out the depth of the water surface from the top of the well, right? Because 20 seconds time laga tha, so I can find out with this particular help, I can find out h is equal to ut plus half gt square. Why? Because it is going downwards. So it's 0 into 20 plus half into 10 into 20 into 20. That will give me as 2000 meters. So we can see the depth of the well. You can see the first part is the depth of the water surface. So depth of water surface is equal to 2000 meters. Very deep. Okay, it's a very deep well. So 2000 meters. Now they are given us that what is the time when echo is heard of the pebble is dropped. So time, it hit the sound, it hit the ground. Okay, 20 seconds के बाद में it hit, but you are going to hear it not at 20 seconds because the time, see, it's a 2000 meters. So that's why the sound also will need some time to travel this 2000 meters. So we will find out that what is the time taken by the sound to travel 2000 meters, right? So we have over here, the first thing is we know the distance. So the distance is equal to 2000 meters and the speed of sound is given as 330 meter per second. Okay, it's 330 meter per second. Accordingly, I have that time is equal to distance upon speed is equals to 2000 upon 330. Got it? 2000 upon 330. So this is going to be 33. So it is going to be this way. We'll just divide it. So 33 6 will be 60, 18 and 60, 89, 198. So again 2 आया, तो 2 है तो नहीं होगा, यानी 0 point डाला, and then you are putting one more 0. So get your over here, and then again it will be 6. So 6.06. So it will be 6.06 seconds it is going to take for the sound to travel this much distance. So when are you going to hear it? You threw the stone, for 20 seconds it just traveled downwards, and then 6 seconds the sound traveled upwards. So the total time taken for you to hear. So what is the question? The question is the time when echo is heard after the pebble is dropped. Okay, the moment you drop the pebble, it reached the surface in 20 seconds, and then another 6 seconds it is taking for the sound to travel upwards. Therefore, time for echo to be heard is equals to 20 seconds plus 6.06 seconds is equals to 26.06 seconds is equals to 26.1 second. Rounding it off. Understood? So this was your sum number 19. Easy sum, but you need to understand. And you need to understand that here we are also using a general formula of speed equals to distance upon time. Speed equals distance upon time, so time equals distance upon speed. Okay? This we are using in this case. So this was sum number 19. We now come to the last sum, that is sum number 20, which is an important sum. So let's see the sum number 20. A ball is thrown vertically upwards from the top of a tower with an initial velocity of 19.6. The ball reaches the ground after 5 seconds. Calculate the height of the tower, the velocity of the ball on reaching the ground. Okay, understand the question first. It is this way that there is a tower. A ball is thrown vertically upwards, and then this ball is going to travel down and reach the ground. The total time taken to do this is 5 seconds. So, a ball thrown vertically upwards from the top of a tower. You are given the initial velocity 19.6. So, we have over here upwards. First, we will take upwards. We have initial velocity u is equals to 19.6 meter per second. Okay. The g is 9.8 meter per second square. The total time taken is 5 seconds. We are not taking that because we don't know कि यहाँ से लेकर यहाँ तक के लिए what is the time. So here we know between this and this is the thing, that u is equals to 19.6 and g is 9.8. V will be equal to 0. So here v is equals to 0 meter per second. So with this, I can find out the height over here as well as the time over here. Both the things I can find out. So first of all, let us find out the height, because we need to find out the height of the tower and the velocity of the ball when it reaches the ground. So we can see this way that S is equals to, V square is equals to U square minus 2GH, because this is thrown vertically upwards. 0 square is equals to 19.6 the whole square minus 2 into 9.8 into h. So this gives you as 2 into 9.8 into h is equals to 19.6 into 19.6. So h is equal to 19.6 into 19.6 upon 2 into 9.8. So this becomes 2 and 2 cancels. So it is 19.6 meters. So this height over here is 19.6 meters. Okay, from here to here, the height is 19.6 meters. Got it? We can also find out the time. So time wise, we have V is equal to U minus GT. So V was 0, U is 19.6 is equal to minus 2 into 9.8 T. So that gives me 0, or we can take this side. So 19.6 T is equal to 19.6. So T is equal to 1 second. So the time taken will be 1 second over here. So another 1 second will be over here. Right? Always do one thing. Therefore, time to come down is equal to 5 minus 1 is equal to 4 seconds. So this complete distance time is equal to 4 seconds. Now let's see what is the downward motion. Downward, what is going to happen? Downwards, we have my initial velocity over here. U is going to be 0 meter per second. Time is equal to 4 seconds. G is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. I need to find out the velocity when it reaches the ground and the height. So first thing is I can take out V. V is equal to U plus GT. It's 0 plus 9.8 into 4. That is going to give me as 29, 9.8, 19, 3 seconds. 1 second. There is, okay. Yeah, the total distance. Yeah, 1 second. There is a mistake somewhere. 1 second जाने के लिए, and then 1 second and 3 seconds. 1 sec. Yeah, I told you there is a mistake somewhere. It is basically the formula taken here is wrong. V is equal to U plus AT, not 2GT. So there is no 2 here. So this will be 9.8T is 19.6. So it will be 2 seconds. So the time taken to come down will be 3 seconds. Accordingly, over here 3 seconds. So it will be 29.4 meter per second. Okay. I took the wrong formula. The formula is V is equal to U plus AT, which I don't know why I took 2GT. Maybe I got confused with this thing. So V is equal to U plus AT or minus GT because it is going upwards. So V is equal to U minus GT. Accordingly, we get the time taken to be as 3 seconds. So here, this first time is 2 seconds, and from here to here, the time is 3 seconds. So this is 2 seconds. T is equal to 2 seconds. This time is 3 seconds. So we found out V. We will also find out H. So H is equal to, we can say the UT square वाले लेते हैं, या तो we'll take V square is equal to U square minus 2GH or plus 2GH. So 29.4 into 29.4 is equal to 0 square plus 2 into 9.8 into H. So it's 29.4 into 29.4 upon 2 into 9.8 is equal to H. So 9.8 3s are, and this will be 1.5. So it will be 29.4 into 1.5 is equal to H over here. Okay. So this is 29.4 into 15. 15 4s are 60, 135, 141, 30, 44. So it will be 44. So H is equal to 44.1 meters. Now, so this we already got the second answer, but this is not the first answer because this is the distance from here to here. I know that the distance from here to here is 19.6. Therefore, what is the height of the tower? So H of tower is equal to 44.1 minus 19.6. That will be equal to 24 4.5. Understood? Let us understand the whole question once again. A ball is thrown vertically upwards from a height of from a tower. It is going to go up and come down and reach the ground after 5 seconds. You are not given anything, but your initial speed at which you are throwing the ball, you know that is 19.6 meter per second. So when the ball is going upwards, you have the initial velocity 9.6, g is 9.8, v is equal to 0 because at this point the body is going to stop. So therefore final velocity will be 0. Using the formula v square u square minus 2gh, you get the value of h over here, which is in 19.6 meters. Okay, so this distance is 19.6. Now you want to find out that what is the time taken from here to here, so that मुझे 5 seconds में से कितना time already use up हो गया है वो पता चलेगा. So v is equal to u minus gt. Accordingly we get t is equal to 2 seconds. So time taken from here to here is 2 seconds. So automatically out of 5 seconds, 2 seconds are utilized here. So this time over here will be 3 seconds. So the downward direction में जब भी motion होता है from this point, that is the highest point when it is going to go down, at that time my initial velocity is 0. My time taken from here to reach the ground is 3 seconds and g is 9.8. Accordingly, I want to find out the v because they asked me what is the velocity of the body when it is about to hit the ground. So when it is about to reach the ground, at that time what is the velocity? So v is equal to u plus gt. That will give me 29.4 meter per second. I also need to find out the height of the tower. I need to find out the height of the tower. So for height of the tower, I got the formula v square is equal to u square plus 2gh. So here h is what I can find out, and I find out the h to be 44.1. Now because the total height from here to here is 44.1, right? So it is this way. This distance from here to here is 44.1. उसमें से यहाँ तक के लिए क्या distance है? 19.6 meters. So automatically this distance over here will be 24.5 meters. That is nothing but the height of the tower as 24.5 meters. Understood? So that is the value of the height of the tower as 24.5 meters. And the velocity at which it is reaching the ground is 29.4 meters. That was the end of the chapter Laws of Motion. So we have completed the chapter in 10 parts. So in 10 parts, right from part 1 to part 10, you get the complete five sections of the chapter. So please go through them properly, and if you have any doubts, ask me.